Some of you may know that I am an avid hockey card collector, and I love in the game. And one of the best products, the greatest products, has to be the Final Vault. And I bought a box of the Final Vault. Inside, you should get 10 cards. Each one of them is a hit. 5 game used memorabilia, 4 autos, and 1 mask card. This was actually the last product that In the Game released before Dr. Price went on to do other things. So I think he has President's Choice trading cards now. So this is the Final Vault. And the Final Vault kind of speaks for itself. What he did was he did a lot of buybacks. And he bought back a whole bunch of other cards, stamped them 1 of 1, and released them again. And I've bought a few boxes before, and I always loved my pulls in those previous the Final Vault boxes. So yeah, with Corona going on right now, I just felt like maybe, hey, I should try opening up some hockey cards. So we're gonna do a few box breaks here. I actually have 2 of them. You can see the seal is still there. The seal actually rubbed off a little bit as I was Lysol wiping the boxes. These little things, they got my wipe kind of black. But anyways, let's get on with opening this box. All right. One pack box, 10 cards. I got them for about $110 before tax. And I got 2 of them, so it ended up with like $230 with tax, $231 with tax. Great product. I love it. I've always liked In the Game. And this is my favorite. Come on. All right. Okay, so as with every other In the Game, the Final Vault, the first card is the Masked Man. They actually come in this jewel case, which is kind of nice. Don't have to open any packages and don't have to ding corners. So the first card we have, it's actually a die cut. Sweet. I think this is a 10th anniversary, 10-year anniversary one. Masked Man 4 from Between the Pipes, which is another great product, and I love that product. That's probably my second favorite product from In the Game, other than this one. So we have Yzerman. I'm not too sure how you pronounce his last name. I've seen him before. I have his other cards, but I just don't know how to pronounce his last name. That's actually pretty cool. I don't think I have a Masked Man die cut card. So that's my first one. All right. 3-color Scott Steger. Wow, I can't pronounce last names today. Looks like he played for the Flames. Is it Flames? Owen Sound. All right. Again, from Between the Pipes. This is actually a great jersey. I like the 3-color. You can see these 1 of 1 stamps. Each, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, this one's a red one. Each card has a different colored stamping, and I've asked a lot of people, they're not too sure how the coloring works. They know, they say red is 1 of 10 or something like that. I could always pull that up at the end of the video. I could pull up what each color, and I think there's like emerald, teal, green, blue, silver, black, red. And each one has different rarity. And I'm not too sure why they stamp it 1 of 1 and have a rarity color. Wouldn't the 1 of 1 mean it's 1 of 1? I'm not too sure. In the Game wasn't clear. And as you can see from the back of the box, it says no customer service is available for any of these cards because it was no more product. No, you can't buy them anymore. So that one, I think red is the rarest, but I'll find out. And I got another red one here. Merrick Schwartz, Net Prospects. Nice jersey patch. Actually, jersey, not patch. From Praha, Sparta Praha. Okay. Fourth card here, Captaincy, Pat LaFontaine. I think that's a green. They stamped it really close to the edge there. Oh. Stamped it really close to the edge. Okay. Martin St. Louis. Oh, nice. That's a nice auto. I've had his auto before on like a photo, and I think I sold it. Chris Gratton. And the autos, they just say Vault on them. They don't really have a coloring thing. Just Vault. Right up in the corner. Mark Recchi. Martin Brodeur. I think this is a purple. It's actually a nice card. Player Signature Series. Be a Player Signature Series. Jonathan Huberdeau. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 autos. So, I guess I get an extra jersey card, I guess? If it's a jersey auto? Let's see what the last one is. Nice! Nice. A red one, too. Patrick Waugh, Steve Yzerman, and Mario Lemieux. In the game, used decades. Oh, I'm really happy about this one. So yeah, that is my first box of the Final Vault. I'm pretty pleased with it, actually. The Huberdeau jersey auto, the Brodeur jersey, St. Louis and Recchi, those guys are really good players. I got the autos, and then obviously I got 3 Hall of Famers jersey. Actually, in my very first in the game, the Final Vault box, I actually pulled a triple jersey. I think it was like Sakic, Yzerman, and I think Lemieux as well. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that card. So yeah, that is the first box of in the game, the Final Vault that I bought today. Let's put these away, and I'll open up my second box. As I get ready and get set up to open the second box here, I want to point out that it says at the back of the box that each of the cards has been stamped with the Vault logo. Each card has been inspected by in-the-game staff before being packaged. I'm assuming that means that they actually hand-selected the cards that go into each one of these boxes. So, as you can see from the box I just opened up, the best card was the last card. Let's see if the second box is the same. Alright, so here is the second box of the Final Vault that I purchased today. Let's open her up. Alright, so as like the first box, you should see the Masked Man first. Let's see who we got. Ooh, nice, one of the older Masked Men. I've always liked the Masked Men because I've always liked seeing how unique the masks were. Just seeing the artwork, and I actually don't know whose mask that is. It looks like Coyote, so I want to say Sean Burke. We'll see. Oh, I saw the last card. And it looks like it's an auto, Patrick Waugh. But we will confirm that when we get to the end. So, the masked is Sean Burke, like I said. Nice. There was a time when I wanted to collect Masked Men, all of them, And I still think I might vault stamp or no vault stamp. Yeah. Habby Boolin, Trapper, with the Tampa Bay Lightning, game used. Silver, nice. I don't think I ever have a... I think I do have some glove leather in other cards, but I never pulled one out of the final vault. So this is the first. Very nice card. I'm not sure how you would get like a purpley patch, but I'll have to believe them, I guess. Oh, with the Coyotes. Okay, maybe that's why. We're getting a lot of between the pipe cards. Is this between the pipe? Yeah, BTP right up in the corner here. Okay. Dan Carcillo, auto, Broad Street Boys. Nice. I have always respected Dan Carcillo for what he's done after his game, after his playing days, you know, kind of reconcile with all the things he did on the ice. And I can always respect somebody who owns up to what they've done in the past. Jim Campbell. I'm not too sure who he is, but I got one of his autos. Is this one of the gold ones? No, just looks like a regular one. Again, another between the pipes. I like the photo. Anti-Ranta. Choreographs. We're getting a lot of between the pipes in these past two boxes. Jean Beliveau. Wow. That is a blue? That's a blue. I think it's a blue. Jean Beliveau. Lord Stanley's mug. Cup record. Game used. Wow. Wow. Silver version. That is pretty cool. Alright. Mark Stahl. Game used glove. Man, I don't think I've ever gotten more than two or more than one non-jersey card in a box. And I'm not counting autos. Like, I'm talking like glove, pad, whatnot. I don't think I've ever gotten two non-jerseys. But this is a glove. You can even see the stitching marks, stitching holes. Mark Stahl. 1 of 1. Is that teal? I'm trying to figure 1 of 1 of... Yeah, green, I think. Okay. Simon Gagne. All-Star. Wow, that is a nice patch. 3 colors. It's got the seam, too. Wow, I'm really impressed with this box. Oh, and it gets even better. I don't know who Frank Bialos is, but I know who Tony Twist is. Tony Twist actually lives in... Does he live in my hometown? But I know he's from Sherwood Park, so big Tony Twist fan. And that is like a 6-color card. Patch cards, seam cards. This is amazing. Without showing last card. I'm sure you can see through that, but wow. Danbury Thrashers jersey. Wow. Huh. I guess that's what in the game's always been good for. You know, promoting younger players with heroes and prospects. AHL cards, I believe, and you know, guys in the minors. You wouldn't ever have a card of him otherwise, and that's part of the reason why I like in the game. Very obscure. And the final card, as we saw from the very beginning, it could have been a Patrick Waugh. Patrick Waugh auto, and let's see. I'm missing. I have 1, 2, 3 autos. So the last one's definitely an auto, and I think I saw Waugh. So let's see. And it is a Patrick Waugh Signature Series auto. This is one incredible box. Heck, The first box was pretty good, and this one put that to shame. Holy crap. Man. That is... I'm shocked right now. I am shocked. Patrick Wall auto. 3-color Simon Gagne All-Star jersey. A dual Enforcers Combatant seam cards. Patrick Wall auto, man. And and a John Bell Laveau game used jersey. Oh, and the Happy Boo and Trapper. I always like glove cards and pad cards for some reason. Jersey cards just seem so generic these days. Oh yeah, and I got Mark Stahl. Man, the more I think about it, this box just keeps getting better and better. Okay, so earlier in the video, I said I was going to show you guys the rarity of each card, shown by the vault stamp. Each vault stamp had a different color, and each color had a different rarity. Now, when you think about it, they're all one of one cards, but how can it be more rare than one of one? In the game, didn't really specify or wasn't really clear about what those rarities were, but we can take the best guess. We can take a look at this on Cardboard Connections. I come here for product details, checklists, and to see new upcoming product, old product. I use it as a resource. I don't use it as a Bible, but I definitely use it as a resource. I bought it for around $110 a box. Here it says 80. I'm guessing this is American dollars, but in Canadian dollars, I definitely paid 110. So, yeah. Okay, let's go to it. You can see some examples here. This card would be sweet to get. That would be sweet. All these cards would be sweet. Gordie Howe. Wow. Gordie Howe auto. Lemieux auto. Wow. Both with jerseys. I think the Lemieux one has a patch. I did really good with mine, but to pull this would be incredible. Okay. And yeah, there's even a Wayne Gretzky auto. A small disclaimer here. This is a preliminary checklist. The full checklist will be added if it is made available. Well, it is 2020, and this is a 2016 product. Probably there is no checklist or full checklist available. That is probably because, they just didn't release it to Beckett, or they didn't release it out to the public. Heck, maybe even in the game doesn't even know. Other than their stamping, right? But you don't know how many autos they bought of, say, Wayne Gretzky. So, yeah. Scrolling down here, you can see game used memorabilia set checklist. Earlier, I said that red was like one of 10 or 10 cards in the product. I was wrong. Red is the rarest. Red has at least one card in product. Now, the at least part kind of throws me off. What does it mean by at least? Could there be 2? Could there be 3? Could there be 4? Heck, there could be 10, and then the teal is produced, and there could be 10 as well, too. But they're the same rarity, but red is considered more rare. So that's not a thing that is very clear with the at least part. But what I think they mean by red at least one card in product, or 2 cards in product, or 3 cards in product, is that if there's a variation, say, for my Broder jersey card, I had a white jersey. They could have a red jersey, and that would be the 2, right? One jersey color, second jersey color, third jersey color. You're never going to have the same jersey. That's why those patch cards are typically, or seam cards that I got today were red. Or sorry, even if they were blue, there was probably multiple of them. They're just different parts of the seam. So, and then obviously it would make sense for autos to just be stamped generic, because every auto is one of one. It's never the same. You're gonna have those Autobots sign those auto pen signatures, but these are older cards and these were actually hand signed. So these definitely are one of one autos. And then as for, like I said, the game used memorabilia, I believe it is based on the memorabilia. That's why my Brodeur jersey can be one of one with white, but there could be two of them and be stamped blue. I don't really remember what my Brodeur was. I'll have to look at it, but that's what I think for the coloring scheme. But the at least part still kind of throws me off because there could be two reds at least, and it could be the same as a blue, which actually has two. So that part throws me off. It's not really clear, but that's what it is. There were different releases for the mask. I don't think I personally have any others than just the green print runs. I'll have to take a look, but there's different rarities for those two. And then there was the unreleased set checklist. That would be cool to get. They just didn't have any stamps at all. They were probably product that were produced but not released into certain sets, or there were redemption cards that were just never redeemed. I'm not too sure. They were unreleased, and in the game wanted to get rid of them as they, closed up shops. So they threw it in the final product, in the final vault, and this is what we get. Overall, I love this product. It is one of my favorite products because you get 10 hits. All the hits are pretty dang good. You go on eBay, they're selling for about $10 a card. Maybe, some of the lesser known autos, they're $2, $3 a card, but you definitely make it up with the other cards. Value for money, you get more value out of the final vault than you do, say, out of any other box. And I'm talking the Cup, Dominion, Ultimate, all those big high-end sets that have high-end memorabilia in them, autos in them. Value for money, for sure. I would say in the game, the final vault has the best per dollar. Anyways, that concludes my video. I hope you enjoyed watching me open up my two great boxes. I probably will be doing more in the future. Just stick around and stay tuned.